Yeah, Galaxy TV viewers, this is Gadi Chirenga. I'm the CEO of Genuine Kunga Therapy. It's a company that practice Kunga Therapy, which helps specifically autistic children, and that's what we are going to be talking about. Yeah, autism generally is defined as a serious neurodevelopmental disorder, but to make it understandable to you who is listening to us, autism is a sickness that affects neurons of the brain of the child, and then they start become undeveloped. So when those neurons are not developed, that's when the child develop different signs, as we have said. But as genuine, we find that actually there is also another reason for autism. The reason for autism again is a compression of neurons in the thoracic spine, and then that affect the heartbeat and even the blood supply to the prefrontal cortex. And then when the prefrontal cortex is weakened, the child can't speak, the child cannot concentrate, the child cannot look in the eye. So we can say that the universal definition is a serious neurodevelopmental disorder, but we as genuinely came to find that actually there is also another reason for, which is we think is the real reason for autism, which is the compression of the neurons in the thoracic spine when the children are their mother's womb. Yeah. Yeah, you can. There are many signs of autism, but there are four major signs of autism. One of the signs which you may see and you know that my child has autism, when the child can't look at you in the eye, that means he has a problem with concentration. So that's one of the major sign of autism. Another sign which is big for autism is when the children are hyperactive. When your child is always learning, and you see that even when he's learning, he actually he's not in his right mind. So if you can see that can make you think that your child, he may be autistic. Another sign which may tell that my child may be autistic is when your child is not able to talk. He can listen, he can even sing the song. The child can even repeat some words which he likes, but formulating a sentence becomes hard. So that can also one of the signs which can show that your child is autistic. So there are many signs, but those ones are the major signs of autism. Yeah, actually, as the genuine Kunga, we actually before we could not help those children, but one day, because we also have a center in Zimbabwe, Harare, so I was flying back from Harare. But when I was flying back, that's when I was flying there, I loved it there, and then I found that there was this man. He had came from Zambia. He had this sickness which already looks like autism, because he couldn't talk, he couldn't see in the eye, he was hyperactive. And you know that autism does not attack children only; it can also attack even other people. Then that man, we treated him for 25 days, and then we couldn't see results. And then there's this therapist of mine. Actually, she knows it. I later told her the truth. When she was treating him, we found that there was a problem in the thoracic spine. We told the man to go and look for MRI report, and then we found that he had degeneration of disc in the thoracic spine, and that's what led to the inadequate blood supply to the prefrontal cortex, and then the man had autism. So we treated him, and then after 40 sessions, the man healed. So when I was flying back, that's when I came thinking, what can we do for those children whom we have been sending away? So the first 5 children that we received, we told the parents to go and look for the MRI reports for the back of the children. And then we found that all those children had one thing in common. They had compression of the neurons in the thoracic spine. You could see, okay, if you are if you are watching us now and you have an autistic child, does your child most of the time touching the ear like as if something is there's a lot of noise in the ear? So that's one of the major signs that there was compression of the neurons, which might be causing something we can call like a headache, migraine. So to cut it short, those children, autistic children, someone can see them running away, going everywhere. Actually, they are trying to help themselves, because when the child is learning, the brain release a lot of dopamine, and that helps him to diminish the amount of cortisol in the spine, and then that's allow blood supply to the prefrontal cortex, and then that pain the child is feeling most of the time diminish. So for us there at Genuine Kunga in Kigali, Gishushu and Kimirongo, and even in Zimbabwe, what we do, we work on that thoracic spine. For those children who are below 5 years old, in just 42 sessions, the children are able to sit in the class for more than 3 hours. The children are able to go to church and even in the class. So the children can start even talking. So in the 42 sessions, children are talking, and then that's the end. They will say, okay, now the child is here, and then you tell even the parents to go to take the child to the normal school. So we have many testimonials. Yeah, percentage, like if someone would ask us what hope could he have in us if he has an autistic child, we do not tell anyone, please come and have your child treated. We tell them always, first come and see the testimonials. Talk to the parents with those children. There are many in Rwanda, there are many in Zimbabwe. We have even many of them who are coming outside of Africa, because it's been stated that autism is an incurable disease. So we are receiving people from different countries who are coming in Kigali for the treatment. So you can come any hour. You may arrive at one of our centers. You may at least find more than 7 parents who have their kids treated at our center, and kids are getting healed. So when it shows you the video of the child who are not speaking before, but you see the child now is speaking, the child was hyperactive, but you see now the child is normal, he can sit and talk to other people, so you get hope. So we always tell people, come and see the result and then take a decision. Yeah, it depends on how many years the child has, because the more the child has many years, I think I can say the harder it becomes for us to treat the child. We can say the children who are below 5 years old, from 20 sessions, that's 20 days, they start being calm, they start concentrating. I can say that's the base of everything. They can now, you when tell him bring something, he bring. When say they start even speaking some words. Those children who are below 4 years old. So and then they are 30 something, like almost a month. That's when they start talking. So I can say that children below 5 years old, it takes us 2 months to treat them. But those ones who are above 5 years old, like 6, 7. It takes around 3 months. So those ones who are above 9 years old, it takes 4 months to 5 months. So it depends on how many years, and also it depends on the stage that that child is. Well, there are children who are not hyperactive, but they can talk. They are not hyperactive, but they don't talk. Some of them, they can talk, but they are super hyperactive. So it depends also on the stage, but there's no child who has ever exceeded more than 4 months at our center. Probably 4 months, 4.5, something like that. Yeah, there is no such thing as fearing criticism for us as genuine, because I can for you who are watching us, if you are an African, I can ask you, why do you think white people can invent something but black people cannot invent? So, as Africans, I think we should move out of that mindset. We should also embrace on the discoveries, inventions, and statements. If they are backed by scientific facts, I think we should support each other, because something can't be legitimate if only comes from US or Europe or anywhere. So we Africans can make statements backed by facts, depend on the scientific research which has been conducted. So we do not really fear criticism. When you even criticize, we told these are testimonials, and then someone can't argue with the criticism. So when you see results, when you see testimonials, they can speak themselves. Yeah, the advice I can give to the parents who have autistic children, I can tell them, or even someone who doesn't have them, there's this thinking that has been here in Africa. People think that those parents who have their children who are autistic, they may either have done something bad, or they have gone to the witches. They have given their children as a ransom to get money. But that's not true. It's a scientific proven sickness which affects neurons. There are even some of them who confuse it to the evil spirit and then say, yeah, that child has evil spirit. My dear, they do not have evil spirit. Even you, if you would have the same sickness that is suffering from, you could behave as him. So I can say, as a society, as an African society, let's embrace this issue of autism. Let's support these children. Even before you bring him to us for treatment. When your child is learning, do not stop him. When he's taking the phone to watch cartoon, do not stop him. Actually, those things he's doing, they are helping him. They're helping him to ease the pain. But when you try to stop him from learning, from watching the cartoon, you are not really helping him. So I can tell, take the child to the centers where he can play football, where he can see other children. We know autistic children, most of the time they are alone. So one of the things which can help them is to help them do the things they like, and to try to be friends with them, trying to understand them. That's what I can tell the parents who have autistic children. Yeah, the course, I think it can depend on what kind of the treatment he's going to get, how many years does he have, how worse is the situation. But frankly speaking, I can say it's not expensive, as genuine if you are also prepared all the kinds of ways to make we are receiving people from Northern Ireland, we are receiving people from Canada, we are receiving people from different parts of the world. And what I can say, the ticket from Canada to Rwanda is actually expensive, more than the cost of treatment, more than the food he will eat, more than the accommodation he will live. Because when someone comes to us, we give them accommodation, we give them transport by all the time they'll be there, and then we give them the service. After 2 months, when the child is healed, because after 2 months, the child, when he's healed, we tell the parents to take them to normal school so that they can learn with others. And then you've seen even those children, most of them, actually, they are geniuses. So they are actually, those ones we treated, they are coming in the first 5, first 10. So it's amazing. I would tell people to really come in Kigali and see for themselves. Yeah, we are situated in Kigali. in Kimirongo. Kimirongo is one of the centers in Kigali. We also situated in Gishushu near RDB, Rwanda Development Board. Kimirongo is near, when you move from Kimirongo Market and then you go down before reaching to the former Kimirongo prison. That's where our center is, KG8ST, the house number 48. And then also situated in Zimbabwe, Harare, Benz 34 Avenues. Also situated in Central Africa Republic, in Bangui, at Stade 2000. Also situated in Rubavu, that's on the border, Rwandan border with DRC. So they can also find us on Google. We have YouTube channel. These testimonials that I was speaking about, they are there on YouTube. Someone can watch them. The real testimonials of the parents who got, even their children, who got the help from Genuine Kunga. So someone can also write Genuine Kunga on Instagram. They would be able to access even these things that I'm explaining here, because most of the people, they do not understand autism. So we've really tried to speak everything about it and even the solutions we've came up with for the autism. Yeah, what I can tell to the one who are watching us, if you know a parent who has a child who is autistic, encourage them not to put them behind the balcony. Tell them to bring them forth. Even if they are yet to bring them to us to treat them, let's encourage the parents who have those children to be proud of them. And even those who are proud of them, let's encourage them, let's be around them, let's comfort them, because I can tell you it's a very hard thing to endure, to have that issue in the family. So what I can say, as society, let's work together to embrace the issue and fight against it. Thank you.